Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Pharma Talk focused on marketing. I'm Renee Dudek, and I'm the manager of local marketing for our Marketing Edge program, and I help our stores out with marketing strategy. I'm joined today in the session by two pharmacy owners, Cheyenne Chin from Union Pharmacy in Massachusetts, and Amir Rahimi from Butterfield Pharmacy in Florida. After meeting with both of you, I noticed that you use both a blend of grassroots efforts combined with new technology, but in somewhat different ways. So we'd like to talk about how you increase foot traffic and revenues. First question, let's set the stage. Can each of you tell us about your pharmacies in the surrounding community? Amir, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so I run a traditional retail pharmacy, as well as long-term care, compounding, medical supplies, and our own private label vitamin production as well. So we're located in Port St. Lucie, Florida. County has approximately 400,000 residents. We're in a very established part of the county, so we've got a lot of county growth going on about 20, 30 minutes away from us. And the pharmacy itself has been in business for about 75 years.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
How about you, Cheyenne?
All right. My name is Cheyenne. Most people, when they see my name tag, they can never pronounce my name. So my first job is teach them how to say my name right. And I always tell people, my name is Cheyenne. Sounds like Cheyenne, Wyoming. So a little bit background about me. 1998. I moved to United States from China, Shanghai, with $2,000 cash in my pocket. Now, I'm the owner of Union Pharmacy with mission to serve my patient at the center of all the core business. And now I own 4 locations in Metro West, Boston, Massachusetts.
Awesome. What about the communities that your pharmacies are in? Are they all relatively
It's all
the same
suburban.
or suburban?
Okay. I have one in Newton Center, Newtonville, Needham, and Belmont. So this all pretty wealthy, actually neighborhood around Boston area.
Wonderful. Okay, so second question. How are you reaching out to your community in grassroots ways? Cheyenne, let's start with you and maybe talk about your vaccine strategy with the clinics and how you're retaining those customers.
So Union Pharmacy, we made our name in vaccine world. So we are very lucky actually. 2019, I opened my first location, and then pandemic, COVID, we all know about that. So we are the first independent pharmacy open the door for walk-in vaccines. So local news stations, they all come to pharmacy because every day we have a line out the block, very, very long. And we have 7 people just working the pharmacy processing vaccines. We're on the news. We have so many people come to the pharmacy that says, I'm so appreciative you open the door for the community. We made TV station come to us, everybody, they talk about us. That's how we actually start is Union Pharmacy. We don't make lots of prescriptions, but we do so many vaccines. Of course, I listen to the market. And the people come to Union Pharmacy, I want to make sure they have a great service. The vibe in the pharmacy is so different from everybody goes to the big chain or any other pharmacy. They walk in, they love it, and they want to use it, and they give you, business. And then all the marketing I did, paid, free, door to door. Actually, word of mouth was the best for me. And how to make the people talk about you. How to make people talk about pharmacy. Usually people, the privacy, they don't want to talk about pharmacy. But you need to give them wow experience. They have to talk about you. So we just have this in this community, people keep referring their friends and tell their patient, tell their doctor. We have so many prescriptions come to our pharmacy, and now says, oh my God, my production's all backed up. And I'm filling those fast mover prescriptions. I hate it. They don't make money. They cost me so much time to fill them. We don't make money. Everybody knows that. What we make money is a vaccine, right? So I did so much things to fix that.
It sounds like your vaccines have been a good start for
We
you and a
reach
great
out,
resource for the community.
yeah, and reach out the community. We talk to the school nurse. We talk to every town has their nurse, has their health department. We talk to them. Hey, can we do your vaccines? And they say, oh yes, we want the independent community pharmacy serve the community. And
Awesome.
then last year itself, we did over 10,000 just vaccines, and this year we're on 20,000 vaccine
That's
number.
wonderful.
And it's all scheduled.
Awesome. Amir, tell us about your provider engagement efforts along with the educational events and personal outreach to physicians. I think that's just an amazing story.
Yeah, absolutely. So if we rewind back about a year ago, I'm looking for ways to bring new revenue into the store, and we really wanted to focus in on compounding and health and wellness. And so probably as all of us do, we set a target for the year, a goal, we want to be up this percentage, or we want to be up this dollar amount. But what's so hard to do is find a way to actually make that come to fruition. And so we can do typical advertising, Facebook advertising, in-print advertising. But I was listening to a podcast, and there was this idea to have a prescriber dinner, a pharmacy hosting a prescriber dinner. And I was at a conference in Orlando, an A4M conference, and Dr. Pamela Smith was speaking there. And afterwards, I asked her if she would come and speak to my group of physicians. I just kind of took a chance on it. And sure enough, she said she would do it. And so from there, what we did is we set the event about 5 months out. We got a really nice Italian restaurant, and we started educating prescribers about the event. You know, some that we already were working with, and then also some that we hadn't had a lot of prescriptions, or that we thought may be interested in what we did. And we invited the prescriber as well as the staff. We all know the staff is the gatekeeper to the prescriber. And we just said, hey, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And then as we got finalization on the date for the speaker, and Dr. Pam Smith, by the way, is very well known in the bioidentical hormone space. She's obviously a doctor, but also a author and a very good speaker. So everybody was immediately excited. Everybody wants to be in hormones. There's a lot of nurse practitioners and PAs that want to know more about hormones. And so for that moment in time, that was like the hot topic. And so we invited probably about 60 people, and I was honestly worried that it would fail. Like, nobody would come, nobody would show up. I looked stupid doing this thing that no other pharmacies in my area were doing. And it was amazing. We ended up having standing room only. My wife and I actually had to go pull another table to the side and eat there. And it was great speaker, great content, great education. But what it allowed us to do is we controlled what was sitting in front of every practitioner and their staff. So we had our envelope, our compounding forms, our call to action. We were able to collect everybody's telephone number, email address, for continual marketing to them and follow-up. And then at the tops and tails, I was able to get up there and sell myself, introduce myself, our pharmacy, what do we do, and how we can help them, as they launch into this bioidentical hormone journey. And I would say within a week to 2 weeks, we were seeing an extra 20 to 50 compounded prescriptions per week, which also have a tail on of supplements and everything else. So probably the biggest thing that we've done in the last year to really boost revenue, I mean, in $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month over time. And the business has just continued to skyrocket, but really based off that singular event of the prescriber dinner. And then I had no shame too. I asked a lot of people to help me pay for it. So I reached out to Mediska, and I reached out to laboratory companies, anybody and everybody who would sponsor it. I gave them a very small portion, like thank you to this lab, or thank you to this company for sponsoring it. So it wasn't necessarily about them, even though they got to have their name mentioned. And I ended up actually paying $0 for the whole event. So it was pretty good.
There's nothing like that personal connection. It's just like with our patients. Same thing, just to have that personal connection and make a difference. Tell me about technology, be it social media or other types of technology that are helping you guys with. I think I might have seen you on YouTube. Is that correct, Amir?
A little bit.
Tell us about what you're doing. Yeah,
okay.
We'll start with you.
Yes, I'll jump in real quick. Same thing about a year and a half ago. I was really looking for new ways to drive revenue into the store. And I just had it stuck in my head that I had to be able to sell to the entire country and not just to the people within my immediate area. And so we developed a private label supplement brand. We started very easy, multivitamins, magnesium, some hormone support type items. And I had to have an avenue to talk and speak to the country. And so I had no desire to be on camera. I don't like being on camera. But it was the only way I had to create content, create videos that I could educate and then link people back to our Shopify store to bring revenue, into the pharmacy. So I would say 90% of what I do is just education, 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 education. And then 10% of the videos that I do will have something related to a product that I sell, right? So I could be talking about anything from metabolic disease, high blood pressure management, getting good sleep, it doesn't matter, with no sales tactic at the end, right? Just building that following, and then every once in a while we'll come with a great magnesium video and the benefits of that and a call to action.
That's wonderful. Building that, again, trust in a virtual way.
Yep.
Fantastic. Cheyenne, tell us about how you use software and technology to help with your business operations, giving your staff more time to be with their customers.
I love technology. I am like early adopter of the technology out there. If I can grab on, I can help my customer, help me, I take it. So let me tell you a little journey. So as I need to make a pharmacy run really efficient. I need pharmacists do their job, technician, and all the people come to pharmacy. This is a vaccine line, this is a pickup line, and production. Everything needs to be efficient. There's no time to waste. So, last time actually, I signed on with Liberty. So I think, oh my God, my software is too slow. I used ComputerRx, the first time. So I switched to Liberty because they have a very good, the vaccine, the template. So it's so easy because I stopped taking PHM, A3, and 12. Everybody knows this code, right? I hate it. So switch to Liberty. Also, I adopt Parada Max 2 to fill my fast movers. I hate the fast movers. They don't make money. Let the machine do it. Fast mover is all put in the machine. It's just my technician, free the technician time. They don't need to count, And then the pickup. So this year, I'm very proud. I actually automate my well-copying. So everybody in this room, they know. So when the customer comes to the pharmacy, pick up. And then if you find the bag right away, very good. But if you can't find a bag or missing a prescription, it's where it is. And the whole workflow get interrupted. So this year, I automated well calling. Actually, a couple months ago, I reached out many vendors. I need to fix my well calling automation. I get so many quotes. No, I can't afford it. Too expensive. It's not, adaptable for an independent pharmacy. I say, my husband is an engineer. I say, hey, Jeff, you need to fix the problem for me. I need to fix it before this vaccine season because I can see, right? It's coming. And then if your pharmacy is not ready, everybody in the room is I'm gonna run a shit show. So we did it. Actually, we automated our welcoming, and then my husband actually chat with the ChatGPT almost an hour and to find out a name. It's called Simplex. So now I'm so confident this, it's going to the flu season. I'm so confident if a patient come to Union Pharmacy, we will deliver whatever we promise as our mission is you will get the best experience at the pharmacy, at Union Pharmacy. So the production, the pickup line, it's all automated. So although the technology, again, automation technology is the way to go. And don't be afraid to try new things.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
We've heard that a lot this weekend, haven't we? Don't forget to try new things. Okay, so I have question 4 for you guys. Are you ready? Cheyenne, we'll start with you.
Sure.
It's a wild card question.
Okay.
And you can pick. Tell us one thing that you're doing to market your pharmacy that is unique to you, that you're proud of, or what other advice would you give to pharmacy owners and operators looking to grow their revenues and foot traffic?
So I'm very proud of my team. Is they always take my vision as and we always work on the team. Everything, any task, any problem I want to solve, they're on my team. And then switch to a software. It's really hard. So they actually on board with me. Everybody get trained. So Liberty, great. And then you're training for the automatic dispensing machine. You need to take care of the machine. Great. And I invent my own thing, the welcoming automation. I train my technician. They love it. Now they cannot function without that the automation, the simpler. So, and then my advice for everybody here is don't be afraid. Try, and you all know where your market is, where to make most money. Don't be afraid. Just put in the technology and make you to reach that goal. So try new things. Try IPC. I do IPC. I care. I just try everything I can. They said the market, the patient will tell you if that works in your community or not. It works, great. If it doesn't work, shut it down.
Sure. Amir, how about you? Do you want me to repeat the question?
No, I'll share
Okay.
something unique. So again, as always, part of what I do is I'm looking for revenue-generating activities. I'm looking for new ideas to bring people into my store, right? So we've got to wow them with the experience, but I'm, always trying to get more people in. So one of the things that we're implementing now, so this is still kind of a future state thing, but I think it's a pretty awesome idea. What we're doing is we actually bought a in-body style body composition machine. We're working with a company called Fit Manager, and the idea is what we're going to do is they're set up really well to help you do challenges, so community challenges on
Oh, nice.
not only losing weight, but losing body fat percentage. And so what we're going to be doing is pumping out information through our social channels, through some of the radio stuff that we do, that it's a free challenge. All you got to do is come into Butterfield's Pharmacy. We are going to take your body stats for you. You get a free app that you can download, and you can actually win a free cruise if you meet the criteria for losing the most body fat or whatever it is that we set. But the idea is that it's free to the public, and it's bringing people into our doors. We're collecting their name, their email address, their telephone. We're building that relationship with them, huge on training. And then we also have a wall mirror that, based on their goals, what they're trying to accomplish, it's going to recommend a couple of items for them based on AI and the algorithm. So it could be anything from a TRT consult, which we have a collaborative practice on. It could be a vitamin or a supplement or a referral for another service. But our hopes, I've got very big hopes for this. It's going to bring a lot of people in. We've done a lot to build trust over time with the community by free information, and now we have thousands of people locally that follow us. And our hope
wonderful.
is that we can now bring them into the store for this free service, but really bring them on board as a customer as well.
Sounds like I'm headed to Florida. I'm just
Come on
kidding.
down.
One thing I don't do is I don't do anything free.
Right. Yeah, and there's definitely two approaches, right? So, and I have that mindset too, right? Don't do anything free. But, if we provide, and then ask, in our particular demographic, it's something that's worked very, very well. And it's really helped us to build real trust and rapport over time with people.
So I'm guessing a question on everybody's mind here is probably, how do you find time to do it all? Because we're all taxed, we're all stressed out, we all have short staff, and do you find it worth it? Amir, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so something I've struggled with over time for sure, but what I've come to realize and what works is I really time block spaces to do my social media type things. So, on a Thursday, I may shoot 4 podcasts and make 15 different videos. Now there's some prep time ahead of that. What do I want to talk about, and how do I line up guests, and how do I line up the production people? But really doing all of it one day a month, or maybe 2 days a month, if you are going to be creating content, can be valuable to do it that way. And then just impromptu stuff. So I will do stuff with my family. Not everybody's comfortable doing that, but health is a family affair, and so we'll be literally just out exercising or walking or rucking, and we'll get the camera out and we'll just discuss some health topic. We're constantly, my wife and I, working on our health and what we're doing, and we just kind of share that, what worked, what didn't work, and then an encouraging word.
Awesome. How about you, Cheyenne?
I'm actually opposite. I found I have more time. I have 4 stores. Everybody says, Cheyenne, you must be so busy. But actually not. I am not on the bench. I'm not currently actually working in any stores, but I oversee everything. My major thing is giving people tool, let them run, and then delegate. So if you put everything, all the tasks on you, you're gonna have a burnout. So I give my team the tool, they know exactly my expectation. So I delegate to them. And then I delegate to my husband too. I say, I need welcoming to automate it. You work on that. So I have more time for myself.
Oh, nice. I think at this time we'll open it up to questions from the audience. Do we have a microphone? Anybody have questions? Okay. Just raise your hand. No questions? We covered it all. Are you serious? All right.
Oh, I have one question.
I was just curious what the setup for your YouTube stuff, like how you got started, what problems you ran into. You said some of it you do impromptu, but most of it you're, I guess, coming up with a script. Are you doing that all by yourself, or do you have somebody writing a script for you?
Yeah, so I got really lucky. The gentleman who did my webpage for me also did social media marketing. So I literally I pay him $150 a month. I send him all the videos that I create just in their raw form. We do it through a WeTransfer, and then he will just, he'll do light editing. It's not heavy editing. He'll do light editing, make sure that the captions are on there. And then at the beginning and the end, he'll put, our pharmacy titles. And so I've got a couple different pharmacies. He'll dress them up both ways, and handles everything for me for $150 a month. Like it's a dream come true. And then he'll make all my social posts too, like all the static images, and he'll post those for me on a regular basis. Yeah.
Awesome. I think we had a question down. Yep. All front.
Hi, thanks for this is very informative. I was wondering how you use your staff. How does your pharmacy staff participate in your marketing?
At Union Pharmacy, any moment, we have one pharmacist is checking regular prescriptions. One pharmacist is doing long-term care. Usually I have two technicians. So one technician is doing production, another technician is doing pretty much is a pickup. So pickup technician, because I have automation, my well copying, so that technician is just so efficient to do pretty much the front store is all one technician. That's very efficient in my pharmacy.
I will say for me, most of my technicians aren't comfortable getting in front of the camera and doing things. There's a couple that are. So kind of two things that I expect out of the technicians. One, it's my job to educate them on what I've been talking about online. Of course, I encourage them to follow too, but when they get the telephone call, I'm always like, there's always a call to the action, like, hey, if it's a product-driven Facebook ad, but like, hey, call the store, find out more information. So really, I just need them to be informed, number one. Number two, some of the technicians do participate in some of the healthcare programs that we do. And so right before we came here, we filmed like an 8-minute video with the technician, like on the video talking about his experience doing a 14-day metabolic reset, all the weight that he lost, what he struggled with, what worked well. But few and far between do they actually want to get on camera with you. But we'll do a lot of static shots of them helping people, like with their permission and with the customer's permission, just to give imagery, like legit, real imagery of our team helping people.
Wonderful. Any more questions? There's nothing like involving your staff because then you get that buy-in. Yeah. And they're willing to promote. And having that connection of when customers come in after what they've heard you talk about, somebody can speak to them about that. So that's fantastic. Any other questions? If not, we're going to hang around a little bit afterward. Thank you so much for coming to our Pharma Talk. We do have another one starting at, I think it's 12:30 on the other side. So yeah, we'll hang out afterward for questions.